Hi everyone, Phil Rogers and Lauren Hall here from Low Market Edge.
There are many decisions to make when purchasing your home. The biggest being, of course, what property to buy. In this episode, we discuss two types of property purchases, what is commonly known as off the plan and a house and land package. As always, knowledge is power, so doing your research and getting your facts right is critical to you making an informed decision.
So what are off the plan properties? When you buy a property off the plan, you are buying a property before it's built. The building plan or display suites will be the main factors in your decision to buy that property. One of the primary motives for buying a property off the plan is the expectation of an increase in prices once the actual construction is completed. You also have time to save more money, increase your income, and put yourself in a great financial position for when the property is completed.
There are some big considerations that need to be addressed before deciding to buy off the plan. It is important to review the contract carefully, since you'll make an advance payment to secure the property and then you'll settle the balance upon completion of the construction. When you secure the property, you commit to buying a property that is not yet constructed, so it helps to seek legal and expert advice before signing on the dotted line.
You may also want to consider whether you're buying the property from the developers themselves or through agents. It's customary for builders to market the properties through multiple agents and different sources, so hence prices may differ sometime depending on the seller. As always, take time to consider the pros and cons before making your decision.
One other advantage to an off-the-plan purchase will be while you're required to pay an upfront deposit in advance, generally 10% of the price, there will be no payments required until after completion of the construction and when settlement has gone through.
So what about house and land packages? As the name suggests, when you buy a house and land property, first you buy the land and then you build the home. One big advantage with the house and land option is that you have the freedom to choose your own location, space, design, structure, rather than being constrained by the designs imposed on your property by a developer.
One of the key things to consider with a house and land package is that it's been completed and funded in phases. In effect, you can consider two parts to the house and land package finance. Firstly, you're financing the land initially, which is normally a regular mortgage, and then you get finance for the house as a section of each of the house gets built. We call this a construction loan.
What this means is that you'll have incremental loans and repayments accumulating on your account with every stage of that house being built. And you'll need to plan carefully to ensure you have good cash flow during this period.
When building your home, you'll be faced with countless decisions that have the ability to affect your budget. For example, the actual price you end up paying your builders will be dependent on the area or locality and the size and style of your property, but also the way it's structured and the soil that it's grounded on. If part of your land area happens to be on the slopes, or if the soil is not of the best consistency, this can result in higher investment and time up front to get the desired structure and design. This could overshoot your planned budget significantly.
Clearly, there's a lot to think about. So if you have any questions or if you're in the market for a house loan or construction loan, please reach out. We'll have a chat, we'll work through the best options for you. We're here to help. Bye for now.